just finished up with my swim for the week. So only my second session back, as I said in the last vlog. So still getting there, still improving. The technique is where I really suck still with the breathing. I still can't get I feel like I need sessions with a coach or something just to like get that technique dialed in so that we can actually start to enjoy it more with the breathing, because that's the key for me. So pretty easy sessions, about 40 minutes or so. What's the Strava saying? Yeah, about 40 minutes. So easy pace. Heart rate was around 127 average. So 160 at the end, because I always like to push it at the end once I'm warmed up. But yeah, so we'll see how we keep improving on this swim journey as part of the Ironman training. So let's get it. So I've just finished up with a bit of recovery, so 30-minute sauna session. First one back in a few weeks actually since the op, so it was so good to just get a bit of a sweat on. That's why the trim's looking a bit damp at the minute, but anyways, it was so good. Honestly, recovery is like so important. Just even if you're not an athlete, just in general, if you're just a general gym goer, like it's really important to recover. You feel amazing afterwards. Like you cannot put a price on how you recover and how you treat your body. So so swim session earlier, bit of recovery now, time to get some food, refuel. Let's go. Just finished up with a long run, 10k long run just around Albert Park, just after the Formula One's been on. This is Wednesday, so the race was Sunday. It's opened up now to the public, so you can walk on it. Part of the road's still closed, but you can walk on it, ride on it, cycle on it. Speaking of cycling, I'm very excited, very keen to get into cycling now. As I said before, like I've ridden bikes when I was a kid, teenager and whatnot, but as part of this Ironman training, I'm very excited now to get into cycling. Very excited. So I'm going to be going with a Canyon bike. I'm going to share that on the channel when I get my hands on that, so that shouldn't be too far away, which is exciting. Yeah, seeing all these people cycling, it just gets me so excited to get into cycling. Yeah, it's crazy how that works. But yeah, so I'll share that, as I say, when I get my hands on that, and yeah, very excited. Just finished with an upper body workout. Usually do one full upper body a week and then one full lower as well at the moment. It's interesting because a little bit of backstory about me, I've trained sort of in a hypertrophy, I guess, bodybuilding kind of way for about two and a half years before I moved more into sort of hybrid, if you will, athletic type of training. And I think like I'm in the gym sometimes doing upper body workouts, because the gym I train at in Melbourne is primarily like, it's got a bodybuilding focus, right? And all the members are like, you know, well into their bodybuilding, you know, most of them anyway. And it's interesting because I find myself not enjoying the strength training as much as I did like 18 months ago. Also, probably even 6 months ago, I would say I enjoyed it more. I still obviously like get a bit of a buzz out of, you know, getting a bit of a pump or whatever, but I don't enjoy it anywhere near as much as I did 6 months ago. I think when you sort of, like, looking good is important for me, but it's not the sole focus. There's a bigger focus now as I've moved more into sort of athletic, like endurance training, which I find so much more fulfilling. Like moving beyond just, nothing against bodybuilding, it's great. Like if you're into it, do it. But I just feel like in terms of like, there's got to be something like beyond aesthetics, which for me is kind of where I'm at. Or the point I got to was I need something else. And then that led into running, which has now led into, it's like I've gone full circle. Like when I was a kid, teenager, I did this kind of training, like endurance kind of training, and then stopped for a period of time, then went into lifting weights to put on some muscle, which I think is important. But now I'm full circle back to endurance, which is really what gives me kind of like a purpose with training. I feel like, yeah, you got to move at some point. You sort of move beyond aesthetics and realize that there's so much more to fitness and so much more to being a proper athlete rather than just looking a certain way. But yeah, now we're about to go into the double day, so we're about to go into a bit of a long run. Sort of not quite back to back, but an hour in between, because we're pushed for time today. But anyway, so it should be a good run. So let's go. I'm about 2Ks in to this week's long run. Should be between 8 and 10Ks. So heart rate sits at around 160, 165 at the moment for these kind of easy pace runs, so like 540 pace, 530, something like that. But yeah, let's go. About 5Ks in now. I think definitely my fitness is improving because I mean it's pretty mild now in the late afternoon, going into autumn. But I think my fitness, as I said, is definitely improving because heart rates are sitting around like low 160s, dipping into the 150s at the same pace I was doing a couple of weeks ago. So it's definitely improving. So let's go. 7Ks in now. Definitely haven't done a run in cooler weather like this since before the summer. So it's good to see that my heart rate's at the same paces, or should I say at improved paces, lower heart rate, you know what I mean. Definitely better than about 3 months ago. So all this running in the heat is definitely paying off. So happy with that. I'll check in at the end. About 10Ks into the run. Body's actually feeling very good today. Insane. I feel like I could just keep running. So I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna do an extra 2K, make it 12, because why not? Body's feeling amazing. I'll check in with you when we finish. Run, ended up doing about 12Ks, so because the body was just feeling amazing, so good actually. So I just thought I'll push it, because when you're feeling good sometimes it's a good opportunity just to push a little bit more because you've got a bit more in the tank, so see how far you can go. But just run thoughts, like as I was saying earlier, it's the last, or it's sort of the last, I should say it's the first long run that I've done sort of in these kind of conditions where it's sort of 17, 18 degrees or so cooler since before the summer. So it's good to see that like heart rate's improving, paces are improving in the past 3 months or 4 months or so of running in the heat. So it's been a good test actually to see where my fitness is at. So yeah, overall thoughts, very good. What a spot Albert Park is in Melbourne. On a nice day, it's just perfect, honestly, just perfect. Again, been running on the Formula 1 track because it's sort of being disassembled now, but it's sort of, this road's closed to cars, so it's just for cyclists and runners and whoever else is not in a car. So, but yeah, so the training week's been really good, really solid. But yeah, let's go. So I haven't really announced this yet, but the first 70.3 that I'm going to be attempting is the Langkawi race in Malaysia. So I've just been studying the course map because I've been advised to do so, that it's important to know like the ins and outs of the course before you start, so that when you get there nothing actually just like surprises you and catches you off guard. So that's what we're doing this morning. It's very exciting. I'm just going to wrap up the vlog here, so thank you very much for watching. Very excited to get into this Ironman prep some more, see what we can do. So catch you in the next one.